It's like every time this happens, we're like, I think we're on.
I know.
All right, well, we're here again. And
back
again. Another episode.
Backiana.
Of Across the Bar podcast. And basically the podcast is, it's me, it's Anthony Cherry, that's my name. And
Tai Hart.
There we go. And we just talk. We just catch up, really, because we're busy.
I haven't seen you in...
I haven't seen you for, I think, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, and I like it that way.
Yes, it gives her a break. It's easy. But we like to just sit and chat and talk about, what we've been up to. Really.
Are you wearing a Liza Minnelli shirt?
I am wearing a Liza Minnelli shirt.
But yeah. It's wonderful.
What is she saying, though?
I don't know. That's what I like about it.
I think it's the way she talks. It's like making fun of her accent or something. Yeah.
Like in what's the one? Arrested Development. Yeah. Where she's got vertigo.
I think she speaks like that. It was after the third stroke. I think
and that's what they'll say about me.
Right, exactly. Well, see, so the thing is, we do just normally talk about all kinds of stuff, and any topic is there's nothing off limits. Right?
Well, I like to say that the pod is focused on dating and living in New York City and
absolutely,
our little lives. But that encompasses a lot.
It does encompass a lot, and we met each other in New York a while back
on a dating app.
On a dating app, yeah. That dating app has now been defunct and lost all its revenue.
There's a lawsuit. There's a major lawsuit against that dating app. We filed it.
Yeah, we filed it. Complaints. It was a complaint. But we met because we both came to New York from other places. And, the thing that I wanted to focus on just very, very quickly before we move on to other things that we could talk about is, there's this bill that was being passed now in Florida. And it's the Don't Say Gay bill, which can stop teachers talking about, if a kid has two dads or two mums or whatever, and they can't talk about it. And if they normalize it in a classroom, then the other parents can sue. So that's what it's for. Right. This is the silly
I love
rule.
living in New York, and I'm you're from Scotland.
From Scotland,
far across the sea.
Well, we have lots of legislation in Scotland where you're very free to talk.
I was going to say Scotland is super progressive.
We are, and we're allowing
to legalize gay marriage
absolutely.
and yeah.
We're very open-minded, and even now
things.
with the immigrant situation with Ukraine, we are allowing we're wanting them in.
I didn't know that.
It's not up to because in Britain, in London, they're like, no, we don't want you in.
Wow.
I know, it's crazy. But in Scotland, our democracy has said, we're more than happy to have you.
Good for Scotland.
Yeah, we want people up there. Have you seen how much space there is? It's a lot of space.
It's empty space.
It's a lot of space.
Why don't more people live there?
There's more than enough room. It's just sheep. So I think, come on, please come. Like, my goodness. Yeah.
Go to Scotland.
Exactly.
Don't go where I'm from, because similar bills are probably being passed.
Oh, really? Well, the thing is...
It's the South. It's all...
Well, this is it. I mean, I was looking at the kind of bill and I was thinking we are very fortunate to live in New York.
New York.
And, but the thing is with people like us, I mean, obviously there was times within school and things that you have to kind of toughen up a little bit to get through things.
Oh, honey.
And I guess quickly I would just want to know, was there anything that you learned growing up that got you tougher, stronger, more motivated to keep moving?
Oh my goodness.
A little bit of a confidence booster, a bit of positivity. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, well, I mean, I always had, and I'm sure you can relate to this, I always had art.
Right.
I always had music and dance, and that's where I put all my eggs and my energy, and there was
some frozen, some all the eggs are in there.
Part of my day I had to spend with these awful people that didn't understand me or want to understand me, and then there was a part of every school day where I got to go and be with people who get it and escape, honey.
And I guess that was that element of freedom where you're being your most authentic self with your art or whatever,
absolutely.
Something, painting, whatever it is. But
a group of people gave me space to be that and do that.
And within that, maybe meeting your people that are equally as creative or have that flair.
I thought you were going to say equally as crazy.
and crazy. Well, all artists are crazy. It's a spectrum. It's a borderline spectrum of madness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about it too, and I was thinking what was my sort of main things to get through certain difficult situations. And what I found...
you were on the street. You didn't even go to high school.
I was begging at the corners and whatever. Well, my main thing was laughter and making people laugh and learning how to make people laugh. Because I figure if you can make someone laugh, it's harder for them to punch you in the face.
Yeah, they won't.
Right?
It's less likely to.
Yeah, and if you do it with a limp, they'll never do it.
Unless you keep doing it.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. It's and it depends what you're making fun of. But I found that laughter was a good key in it, and it toughens you up as well.
Yeah.
Through hardship, you can learn to be funnier.
You make it. That's the only way I know. That's my only coping mechanism as an adult.
Exactly.
I laugh. You have to laugh at it.
And see things aren't as maybe bad initially, and it will change, you know?
Yeah.
Like, without being too gay, Cher, the singer, she said, if it doesn't matter in 5 years, it doesn't matter now.
Oh.
And I like that.
I love that.
I like that too, because we focus on a few things in the moment.
Sure.
And we go, oh God, it's the end of the world. And then if you think about it in 5 years, are you going to care about it?
Well, that's almost like Buddhist, like share the Buddhist.
That's Cher's Buddha era.
Her Buddha tip. She had a belly.
She had a belly Buddha. Buddha belly.
No, just this like sort of like a letting go of things that don't actually matter, because it can seem in the moment that. This is the end of the world. Well,
it's also like, I bought jackets back then that I liked, like a leather jacket or whatever. I look at them now and I'm like, that's a piece of shit.
You need a Marie Kondo that shit.
You kind of also outgrow things as well that you wear. You go, I don't want to wear that anymore.
I haven't seen it, but, the Marie Kondo show where she, like, goes in and she, like, cleans up people's lives.
Oh, I love... Well, we had an equivalent of that in Britain, which was two older ladies, and they would come round, they were like cleaners.
A TV show?
Yeah, it was called How Clean Is Your House or something.
Oh, okay.
And they had like rubber gloves, but they had like sparkly things around the rubber gloves that they accessorized and made it look a bit like
we
camp.
like worked through some problems.
Some of the messes.
That's what Hoarders is.
Yeah. And they would be like, my love, what have you done to your house, my love, my darling?
I think the accent would make it better.
It was nice.
Marie Kondo has an accent.
But they taught me one thing about cleaning a toilet, which I still do every day because I watched that show.
What?
Not every day, but you put Coca-Cola down the toilet and then you leave it overnight and it takes off all the stains.
What?
Yes.
It doesn't stain your seat brown?
No, because Coca-Cola is pretty much corrosive. I mean, you can literally put a penny in there, leave it overnight, and it'll clean the penny.
I was at a guy's house last night, and he was like, "You want a Coke?" And I was like, "I don't really
like a Coca-Cola."
I don't drink soft drinks, much less keep them in my apartment.
Yeah, cool. If I keep them in my apartment, I'm going to drink them.
I don't know. Well, absolutely. I don't know. Brown soda is like...
No, it doesn't sound very appealing when you call it brown soda.
I don't know. You know what I mean?
I've never
dark soda.
I've never heard someone call it brown soda. That sounds gross.
Well, like Sprite is like different, I feel like.
You can imagine one of those commercials where it's like the can and it's all like cold.
Oh my God, was this colorist?
The little bit. No, not yet, but we'll get to that.
Oh my God.
No, the cold can and it's glistening and then it's a voiceover and it goes, brown soda. I mean, nobody wants to drink that. But when you say it like that, it sounds the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
Dark cola is not meant for consumption.
It's not. Well, it's the thing is, I have Coca-Cola
for cleaning toilets.
It's for cleaning toilets, and it cleans a toilet really good. Let me tell you.
Wow.
It's good. But I only drink Coca-Cola if I'm very hungover and I get like a big cheeseburger or something in a bar and I'll get a pint of Coke.
Dirty, greasy
And it's just like the sugar hit. You just need that.
I was talking to someone the other day. I was like, what's your go-to hangover cure? Like being, I don't know, flirty or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, Advil and water. I was like, you are a psychopath.
That's his hangover cure? That's it?
I need... Food.
Bananas are good. Going back to the banana, they're good because it's high in potassium.
I don't know.
They're very good.
Maybe, but fuck a banana.
Well,
I need
try that. I don't know how.
It has to be one as hard as the one that you just ate.
Well, you put it in the freezer. She doesn't eat her bananas orally, ladies and gentlemen. She's very unusual like that.
My banana suppository.
Well, I've always seen you at the corners before the lights change eating a banana. I mean, I'm sorry, I keep going jump. Well, my friend Kelly, she was very beautiful once. She's changed now, but we'll not get into that. But it's, something happened. Anyway, but she one time she was so beautiful at the time, and she was at the lights. I remember this, and she was eating a banana, like the traffic lights.
Oh, sure.
And she was wearing a bikini top and stuff, and all the guys are looking at their cars and stuff, and she was eating a banana. And it was a big banana, and she was sitting eating it. And I'm like, Kelly, the cars are like, people are tooting their horns and everything. And she's like, I'm just eating a fucking banana. What's their problem? And I'm like, she knows what she's doing.
I love that.
It was really funny.
The best thing about women.
So you could cause a car crash. You could cause a car crash by eating a banana.
Speaking of women.
Yeah, speak.
Isn't it National Women's Day?
I think it's international.
The whole world's doing it.
It is.
Everybody's doing it.
It's International Women's. So my question is, and listen, I'm happy it's International Women's Day, but what do women get today? What's the extra?
I don't know.
Thing? What's the reason?
Should all get $20, but
yeah. I mean, it's
or
like
the equivalent.
Because you have Valentine's Day, everyone gets a card, flowers, stuff like that. So women on International Women's Day should get something. Free tampons.
I get an Instagram post.
An Instagram
That's
post.
it.
Well, then
you didn't get me anything. So.
Going into that then, do you have one woman that was famous or strong growing up that you looked at and went, this is quite inspiring?
One?
Or just, one or two, or something that jumps out to you. And I do as well. I have many.
I think I idolized a lot of I don't know. I think I idolized a lot of bimbos or like
Pam Ann.
She's
not a bimbo though. She's lovely, but
exactly, not bimbos in the way that they weren't powerful or strong, intelligent women.
Yeah, that
was just their public persona. I feel. Britney Spears and Paris Hilton and just I don't know silly airhead persona.
Well, in some ways that bleach blonde kind of goddess kind of hypersexual
that was womanhood
is powerful.
It is.
It's very
It
powerful.
absolutely is.
And because it controls men.
It does. There's so much power in it.
Yeah.
There's so much power in it.
Well, Pamela Anderson,
the banana.
The banana, exactly, not eating it orally. You could do both at the same time. Double the potassium. You might have a
banana.
Potassium overdose. They'll just find you lying on a floor with a couple of bananas at your bum.
But yeah, I guess those are the women famous women that I was looking up to when I was young, forming my ideas about the world. But really, I feel like my female inspirations and influences were family women.
Well, even Pamela Anderson, I remember she said a long time ago in a magazine or a quote or something, she said, if you are perceived as someone that is a bimbo,
sure,
the minute you say one thing that's semi-clever, you're a genius. And so she's played this role where it's I don't know much, but she knows a lot.
She knows a lot.
And so it makes her look even more intelligent because people have doubted that she has a brain. And so she's got more power that way, in a sense.
Absolutely.
It's kind of amazing.
And
it's a caricature.
I was going to say,
if you know the caricature, you know how to use it, you've got more power to it, right?
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
Well, see, I totally appreciate that kind of thing. And I used to have all the Pamela Anderson Playboy covers because I've got all the magazines.
Shut the fuck up.
I do. I've got them in my mum's house because I loved them. I thought they were beautiful. They were amazing shoots. She looked amazing. But I love women like that too. But I also love Courtney Love and Joan Jett.
She's a beautiful mess.
Right. And these kind of women that were unapologetic and they behaved worse than the men, the rock stars. Yeah. And they gave them a run for their money.
A little tortured,
And I love women like that too because it's the strength of playing them in the man's world.
I was gonna say you're gay, so I know you had a bunch of female idols.
Even Madonna as well. Looking back at Madonna back in the day, she'd wear suits, smoke cigars. she'd act like a man and still had the femininity with it.
Yeah.
And the power. And that's amazing, I think, because it's like you're taking control of something.
Yeah.
And owning it, which is so great. Courtney Love said when she, they said, what's the difference of being a female rock star to a male rock star? What can you tell us the one thing that defines the difference?
And she would know what being a male rock star is.
And she said the biggest difference is when I stage dive out into the crowd, I get fingered about 50 times. And that's true.
She said the biggest difference is about 6 inches.
They were all fingering her while she was stage diving.
No!
And she wasn't wearing any knickers.
I hate that.
And she literally was like, I got fingered about 50 times.
That was like last night. I got fingered a bunch. I got fingered a bunch, and I did not want to.
God, fingering is the new fucking. It is. My friend Anthony just said to me the other day, he said, I've not been out for ages. And I said, did you have a nice night? And he said, yeah, I got finger banged in the back of an Uber. And I was like, does that define a good night? I mean, I don't know what's going on.
Depends on what you go out for.
Well, he went out for something. I was like, does that get a 5-star review?
It was the driver?
Well, yeah, one eye on the road. No, I think it was whoever was in the back with, you know. Well, actually, I remember we got in an Uber once and you were in the front and the guy wanted to hold your hand. And that was weird. It was a weird request. Like,
maybe,
can I hold your hand?
It was really weird.
Because that's quite intimate. That's more intimate than getting finger banged, I think.
It's the price of sitting in the front seat.
But you didn't want to sound. No.
No, but you know what? I'm awful. I would have if you guys weren't there.
Really? We wouldn't have known if you had.
Sit in the front.
But what do you get out of that? That's my question.
I don't know. Maybe a free ride. Like it was a cab, right?
I think it was, yeah.
It was an Uber?
I think it was an Uber.
Well then.
Can I hold your hand?
Well, fuck you.
I would have been like, why, did somebody die? Are you all right? Is everything okay? What the fuck's wrong with you? Please hold my hand.
I'm definitely a guy, an Uber driver, or I don't know if I want to defame Uber like this. Maybe
let's do another one as well. Like I don't know, Lyft or Yellow Cab. Like
it could be any of them.
To be honest, it's all of them. It's not just one.
I'm more comfortable with like defaming the institution that is the Yellow Cab than
I think let's just
Uber.
defame the yeah. So we can't. Well, maybe we can beep it out.
So it was a Yellow Cab.
It was a Yellow Cab
driver that picked me up one night, and I don't. You know, men have ways of finding out that I'm trans.
What do you think? What,
I don't want to know.
Do you watch them sort of? What do you watch them?
I watch them realize it.
Right. Interesting.
Or, I don't know. There's like conversation, or they see something and they.
But they don't ask you like the same kind of questions each time. Like like I don't know.
There's no script.
They don't have like a game plan of question asking.
No. Not that I've picked up on.
Holding hands is...
The holding hands was...
Maybe that's
shameful.
I don't know what that is. Anyway, so they suss it out.
And so he's like asking me like personal questions and things like that. It gets to the point where he pulls over before we get... Yes, he like pulls over and gets in the back seat.
Oh, come on. Who's driving? Oh, he pulled over. He pulled over.
Gets in the back seat with me.
It's like Britney and Womanizer when she's driving with her food.
I got one foot on the wheel.
Yeah. with the finger on the nose. She's trying to drive.
Oh, God. Men are awful.
So it gets in the back, and then what? What was the...
I don't know. We were like...
Just wanted to talk.
Around.
You fooled around?
Yeah.
Wow, well, you know what? If the night's slow...
It's like hot the right cab driver.
If the cab driver's hot, this is the thing. I mean, I remember there was a long time ago... I mean, it's not something to laugh about, but it was funny my friend's reaction, because I thought, what a stupid, weird, funny thing to ask.
Oh no!
But my friend, one time she was this guy looked under her top when she was sleeping to see her breasts, right? And then she woke up and she was like, "What the hell are you doing?" And she was relaying the story to my other friend, and she went, "Oh, this guy just did that when I was sleeping at this house party." And the other
sleeping at this house party,
right? And then my other friend went, "What did he look like?" And then I'm like, "Hold on, so if he looked great, it's okay, like." Right, because if it's
Kind
Brad
of,
Pitt
yeah.
doing it, you'd be like, right, fair enough. But if they're really ugly, you're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yes.
Right. Fair enough. I just thought it was really funny that
And
she
that's
asked
the
that.
way the world works. What did he look like?
The first thing wasn't, that's awful. I'm so sorry to hear that. She went, what did he look like? I was like, what the hell? The fuck?
God.
So that made
has
me
anybody ever violated you like that in public?
I wish.
You don't look violatable.
No.
Yeah.
No, I am, to be
You're just
really
waiting
honest.
for your Me Too moment.
Why not me
Why
too?
not? God.
Well, the thing is, my thing is this. My thing is this, when I'm 80 years old in an old folks home and everyone else is relaying stories about how someone flashed them under the subway or something, I'll have no stories to tell. Oh, actually, I do have one.
You'll have stories to tell.
I do have
believe
one.
me.
It didn't directly happen at me, but I was sitting right next to the two girls it was happening to.
Oh, no.
This is, I've never told you this story. This is really true.
I know what you're going to tell me, I think.
No, maybe I have told you. I can't
I don't
remember.
know, but go ahead.
Anyway, I'm sitting there, and it's a very busy subway. This guy comes on. He's standing in front, and there's two girls there, and he's talking to them. I think he's a bit drunk or whatever.
Sure.
But, and he's chatting to the girls, and he has a hard-on, like a full-on hard-on. And he's playing and pulling it, and,
No.
and the girls are both going, what the fuck? And they're talking, and they're giving it back just as good.
What?
They're like going, whatever, man, da-da-da-da-da. And
sure,
chatting,
sure.
and he's like, come on, let's get off at this stop out. It's the best ride of your life and all
Done
this.
that before.
And the girls are like just laughing and kind of making fun of it, but he had no
Sure, yeah.
shame. There was no, and he was a good-looking guy.
Well, he is a man.
He was a good-looking guy.
Oh,
Right.
This isn't a homeless person?
No, this
isn't
was
my
like
God.
a hottie guy, like a
What?
good-looking guy. And I'm sitting I'm literally in front, like directly like that, and the girls are there. So I'm like right there going, my God, this is ridiculous. Like, what are we doing? And then there's a wee guy next to me, like laughing and putting his head, like going, oh my God, what is going on?
Oh my God.
It was the strangest. It was like about 10 minutes of
I
this.
don't like that.
So it was weird. So when he got off, I said to the girls, I was like, what the hell was that all
What
about? And the
the
girls were like, oh God, what? But
And they were like, welcome to womanhood.
well, this is it. And they're New Yorkers. So they were just
Yeah.
like, "Pff, whatever. They were like going up to the Bronx. I'm sure they've seen it many times. And, they were just whatever. Didn't really bother them.
That is
But I just thought it was
insane
so,
to me.
this kind of like, it was so unashamedly just whatever it was. And I'm like,
Men are animals.
they are
Men
very
are just
animalistic.
Animals.
And when it gets hotter in the city,
It's over.
It's over.
I walked by, groups of men in the summer, and they're like, "Oh man, I fucking love summer." Like, you know what I mean? Like
it gives them an
gotta
allowance
love
to
when
do it.
Yeah, gotta love when the weather gets warm in New York City.
okay.
Because I can objectify women more often.
Well, they're wearing less clothes.
More, yeah.
Right, fair enough.
That's
Weird. That's weird.
What a simple life.
It feels so simple. The thing is, I always feel about this way, is that if they all just jacked off before they left the house, then maybe they would just calm down a little bit.
I don't think it would help. I don't think it would help
You
them.
don't think so?
I really don't. I think men already masturbate so many times.
Well, I always find like once I've just finished, whatever's playing.
You're cold and heartless.
Well, yeah, whatever's playing still, like on the thing, I'm like I just don't want to.
Well, we know what you watch. You don't want to see that when you don't have a boner.
I don't want to acknowledge what I've just been looking at, and then 10 minutes later, I'm like,
you're like, well,
where
I could
was
watch that woman being strangled and shit on again.
Where was that thing that I was trying to find? And then I have to go back on the dark web, have to find it again.
Oh, you
It's
don't
like,
favorite the page?
I
Honey,
feel
if
like
I find a good one,
favorite it, it's gonna almost it's sort of
gonna
like
control you.
it becomes official.
If
then,
I find a good one,
yeah,
we go back.
we go back.
We go back like
Multiple
often.
times. Yeah, it's a favorite.
Honey,
It's
yes.
it's one to favor.
My laptop is dead for a reason.
Virus.
Viruses. Actually, my laptop is dead because I put too many Sims games on.
Oh
The
my
Sims.
God, my sister was obsessed with The Sims when she was a kid. But I used to hate The Sims as well because you couldn't make them gay for a wee while.
You would hate The Sims.
Yeah, I wanted to, and I dressed them so gay.
You could always
and they
make them
Well,
fuck the same sex.
No, could you? I just went to Animal Crossing because they're disgusting in that one.
Disgusting.
Oh.
Bestiality.
Well, they're all animals, exactly. Bloody animals. Well, when I downloaded Animal Crossing during the pandemic, everybody did. It was one of the biggest selling games on the Switch.
Oh, that's right. Well, because I'm thinking Animal Crossing for the GameCube.
Oh, well,
which
it was
that is
on
what
that,
I played.
But they had the new one on the Switch, and it sold so much. And so you make your own wee town, and everybody, I think, was projecting, on that because we're all fed up.
Can't go outside for real.
Right. So. And so I did it for a while, and then I didn't go on it for a bit. And then I had a friend, and he was like, can I come and visit your town? Because you can visit towns online. And my town, it looked like, I don't know, Beirut or something. It looked like a mess. Like everybody was...
After he visited or...
No, before he came. And you know when they're about to arrive, because they come on the wee plane in the game.
Oh, they
and
come
you meet them at the airport and then take them around your town. And I'm like, I've got to clean this fucking place up. So I'm literally cleaning up this wee game.
Foliage is dying.
Putting flowers
dead
at the
animals.
Thing. Like, help!
Carcasses.
The wee elephant's dead on the beach. It's like a whole thing. And I'm like, I'm ashamed.
Beached whale carcass.
Oh, man. So when they came, I'm showing them around. I was really ashamed.
Very.
I was so embarrassed.
That's like when I bring clients back to my room.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm like, just put it all in the closet and
and it's bulging. It's about to explode out of the door.
Myself. Yeah.
Well, you just have to light the room nice. Just put some sheets and curtains and things over the lampshades, and
Someone I met up with recently at a hotel, he was like, "Oh, I'm glad we didn't do like an in-call. Like I'm glad we didn't do it at your place because all the pictures you've sent me of your room look so messy."
Wow. Well, that's a bit cheeky.
Well,
is it messy though?
You're right. It is.
All girls are messy.
There's a big shit stain on the wall. Not my shit.
Help me.
It's like a little bit of shit, a little bit of blood.
Well, the thing is, I mean, I watched the old Batman film with Catwoman in it, and with Michelle Pfeiffer, my favorite. And her house is a bloody mess because all she's doing is cutting up raincoats and all that stuff. So
is it really?
Yeah.
I need to find footage. We need to play footage of that.
Have you never seen that the becoming Catwoman of that film? It's amazing. It's amazing.
That's what I need. I need a female icon to encourage me, or just to let me know that it's okay. I'm surprised
you've never seen that film.
To have a messy room.
Of course.
I've definitely seen the Michelle Pfeiffer Batman, but I don't really remember that.
I think you have to do it for Halloween.
Scene. Yeah. Well, she's the one that does the stitches, right?
The stitches in the red lipstick. Mm-hmm. It's kind of cool.
But Halle Berry, though.
Halle Berry, well, the film was awful, but Halle Berry's beautiful.
We're not talking about the film.
When she was licking her arm and all that, I thought, give me a break. For God's sake,
give me a break. Well, that's the kind of performance I'd expect from Michelle.
Well,
she's very method,
but she did it in a more BDSM way, which was kind of
okay.
So
she becomes a madam.
It felt dangerous.
Yeah,
it didn't feel right. But Halle Berry looked like she really wanted a saucer of milk. So I just thought it's too literal.
Too literal.
She was literally peeing on all fours and everything. I just thought I can't.
She just put a leg up. Yeah. Oh my God!
It's like licking catnip. But yes, no, women and girls can be very dirty. My sister, when she first moved to London, she lived with two guys, and they would have their girlfriends over, to come and hang out for the weekend. And my sister came in her room one time, and I was there, and she was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe what I've just seen." And I was like, "What?" And she went, "I went to the bathroom, and the girl that was obviously staying over, she left her used tampon on the side of the bath." Just left. And my sister was like, "That's gross." And I was like, "Who the fuck does that?"
Women.
So you know what we did?
What did you do?
We got rubber gloves and we took it and I hung it on his door.
Did you clone her?
On the door.
Oh my God.
That's yours.
You should have marked the edges of the door frame with it. The ghost of Passover will...
oh my God. I just hung it on the door. I thought, well, that's yours. So there you go. Fuck off. It's disgusting. But I think everyone can be a wee bit messy. Listen,
the human body is...
Well, it's a complicated thing.
It's gross.
It's very gross.
It's gross.
Well, that's the thing. I always think, if you can't get over someone that you really like, I have a tip for you.
Tell me.
All right. I've never told
the
anyone
amount
this
of
before.
people that I've complained to you that I'm like stuck on, and I can't believe you haven't told me this.
Okay, well, this could change your life. This could change everyone's life.
I'm obsessed with a new guy every week, and you haven't.
Okay, but it's kind of a gross thing
Hit
to
me
do.
with this?
But
Come
okay,
on.
so if you're having a poo and it's really smelly, while you're having a poo, look at pictures of him.
No.
Yeah.
Sense memory.
Sense memory. It works.
Okay.
It works. I don't know how to describe it, but it actually
Pratt. I want a
works.
sandwich from Pratt.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Oh my
We'd love
God.
sandwiches from
This episode of Across the Bar is brought to you by Pret a Manger.
and smelly poos.
Should you just sponsored ads?
Yeah, I'd love that. Like, who would you want to sponsor this the most? Like,
We would need to make them up.
I would like haggis, like a haggis or a black pudding company.
Oh my God. And you know what I was going to say? I was thinking about this in the shower today. I was like, I am so tired.
I'm always thinking of black pudding in the shower.
Being cold. I'm so fucking over being cold. I'm cold in my apartment. I'm cold in my
actual
shower.
temperature
I'm
or
cold
attitude-wise?
I'm done being a frigid bitch. No, I'm so over the cold. I mean, it's March now, so we're on our way out. But
is it not hot in your apartment at all? Do they not put the heating on?
No, they do. But I don't have a pipe in my room. I have a radiator.
It's too hot in mine. I've always got the window open. I can't bear it.
Oh, you bitch!
I can't bear it. I literally had the other night. The other day when it snowed, I had my window open and I fell asleep and I woke up, sweat in my face, snow in my feet. I was like, what is this?
We need a space heater company. Is anybody doing anything revolutionary in the realm of space heaters?
And the ones that don't charge you a shitload when you put them on.
Your electricity bill.
Oh my God.
If you want a high electricity bill, get a space heater.
We lived with a guy a long time ago, me and my ex-husband, before we separated, and he, that's another story, and we'll get into that another day. But he had a heater and he'd leave it on in his room while he went out or whatever. Fine, whatever, but I didn't realize he was doing that.
Left
and then
the space heater on when he left.
And I was like, so I think he asked me to go in his room to get something for him.
I'm going to be responsible for the death of families?
So I unplugged it because I was like, well, that's a bit weird.
Absolutely.
And then he came back and he went, did you unplug the heater? And I said, well, yeah, because you weren't there and I thought it was going to cause a fire. And he went, but I leave it on because I like to come home to a warm room. And
you're going to come home to a room on fire.
I just thought that is so wasteful. But also, I thought, fucking hell for the environment. Like, do you think when he goes past like an ocean, dolphins fucking flip him off? Like, fuck off.
That's like me leaving my curling iron on overnight because I want to wake up to it hot.
Yeah.
Like, what?
That's like Naomi Campbell shit. Right?
Like, I like to come to a hot iron.
Yeah. I need it to be piping hot.
Always come to a hot iron.
I'm not waiting for that to get hot. It needs to be hot when I pick it up.
That's fucking stupid.
So then the bill comes for the month through the roof, because it's really expensive. And it was during Christmas time. And I said, why is it so expensive? And do you know what that little bastard said to me? He went, well, it's Christmas time and we did have the tree lights on. Tree lights cost a lot of money, And I said, are you out your fucking mind? I was like, if no one would have a fucking Christmas tree in their house if that's how much it costs.
Christmas lights?
It's like, he is mental.
What
but he was lying because he didn't want to pay for it.
Was this?
It was the first place we moved to in Harlem.
Was this before you knew me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We moved to Harlem.
Where'd you guys live?
2017, I think. So.
Okay.
Or 18. We were 145th and St. Nicholas.
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
Just, I don't know where the Checkers and stuff there.
Yes.
It's literally just down there and it was on the thing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But he lied. He was like, it's the tree lights. And I'm like, you're a fucking liar.
Liar.
So, and he was a liar anyway because he said he was going to Los Angeles and that's why I had to let the room go and then he's still fucking there. I think he just wanted rid of us.
Oh, God.
But it must be hard living with a married couple, so I understand that. I do understand that.
It's probably hard living with you.
Oh, it's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. Oh, my God.
No, you're probably lovely.
I'm all right.
Keep to yourself. You're never there.
I'm pretty chill.
Yeah.
I think that. And I think that just comes with age and living in lots of places, over time. But I think you're quite easy to live with as well.
I like to think so. I'll leave a dish in the sink every now and then.
It's all right. Just for, you don't want to be too clean.
And I need the bathroom to douche for like 2 hours every.
Do you have like a
every other
routine
day.
of that? Do you put music on while you're doing it? Do you look at emails? Like, because you could do.
No, it's a two-handed task.
Oh, it's a two-handed
I can't
task.
look at emails
Because you have to wipe the phone every time because it'll get wet or whatever, right? Yeah, wet, not that. Up the walls and.
No, what's my routine? A bottle of olive oil and.
Is it olive oil?
I put. This is a tip.
It's a tip.
I don't know if it's
an
a tip.
exclusive,
it's
ladies and
something that
gentlemen.
I do. I don't want to encourage it or discourage it.
Right.
Put a little bit of olive oil in the first round.
Is there a reason? Is there like a scientific reason for that? Oh, it's more.
Just makes it. It makes stuff come out that I think it just makes it like slippery in there.
Right. Interesting. Well, I had a friend that said after he'd finished douching that he would then sit in the toilet after
You're
that.
never finished.
This is it. He would sit in the toilet after when he thought he was finished and he'd sniff some poppers. And that.
And then find out that you weren't finished.
That worked for him.
Oh my God.
And I thought, well, God, this is a long process.
I would hate that. I would absolutely hate that.
You know when you're just sitting in the toilet sniffing poppers and you think,
done.
what has my life come to?
You feel a little woozy, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then answer a few emails.
I'm so lightheaded. I should only respond to emails after I'm done hitting poppers. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Well, I was thinking I got a colonoscopy a couple of months ago. And the woman, because before I got it done, before I went in that day, I douched a bit because I was like, I don't want to, politely douched because, I thought, well, I don't want it to be a mess, And so I got there and then she was talking and then I was thinking about it and I was thinking, they should supply poppers for the colonoscopy for people.
Maybe an enema.
For people doing it. They'll go, just take a wee sniff and here we go. Like kind of... Do you know what I mean? Like, wouldn't that be
it easy?
Right?
But wouldn't you be afraid that somebody was going to shit on you? For people who've never done that,
right,
and
exactly.
and
not everyone's a pro. Exactly.
Oh, that sounds like a nightmare.
Well, this woman that did it, she was very lovely, but she obviously must do that a lot. That's her job. And so she had the thing in. And it was all just quiet, like awkward, quiet, like, we're all just sitting there. I'm on my side and she's doing that.
This is the only noise.
And then out of the blue, just out of the silence, she went, "Do you like to dance?"
You're lying.
No, really. And I went,
that was her way of asking you if you were a fag.
Right. And I went,
She's
what?
like, you're awful loose and clean.
And I was like, what? And she went, "I love to dance." And I thought, wait, is this really happening? Like, So we spoke about dancing.
She was flirting with you.
I don't think so.
Do women hit on you? Women must hit on you, Antony.
Maybe they do, but I don't know if I notice it initially. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I'm a bit like it's over my head kind of thing because I think they're just being friendly or something.
Maybe.
It's definitely happened.
I'm sure.
But
look at him.
I know. Look at the state. Only a straight woman could love this.
So the standards are so low. Women's standards are
I
so
think
low.
straight women do like me a little bit because I come across a little bit broken sometimes or a wee bit of a clown. And I think that they see it as a project. Someone's got to look after him. He can't even wear two socks the same
That's
colour.
why I'm friends with you.
Right. It's out of pity. It's a pity. It's a pity friendship. But I do think, I think that kind of... I feel that sometimes, but
That women hit on you.
Oh, well, it's funny as well because we were at the bar the other night chatting and everyone's chatting and stuff. And the guy that goes to that works at the bar, he's always there and he's a really nice guy. But I think initially all the gays were like, he's gay, right?
We're at a gay bar? Sorry,
No, we're in a straight bar. We're in a straight bar. Straight bar.
Okay, right. The guy's gay.
And he's not.
He's not.
So I'm like, I just asked him. I was like, "You're not gay, right?" And he was like, "No, everyone thinks I'm gay because he has bleached hair." And right
at the bar the other day.
Right, exactly. But the other day I was at the bar and he came out and he was sitting taking an order at a table. He was wearing a thong.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And I was drunk. I went, "Are you wearing a thong?" Like really loud. And he went, "No." I went,
"Is this somebody I know?"
Someone that works at a bar. Yeah.
Stop.
But I was like, are you wearing a thong? And he went, no. And then eventually he went, well, so what if I am?
Shut the fuck up.
And I thought, well, actually, so what if you are? But,
so what if you are?
But it was just funny. Maybe it was a girl's thong. Maybe he borrowed this girl.
No, that's
do guys
not how that
do
works.
that? They don't do that?
Absolutely.
And I don't know why they would do that. I don't.
You were mistaking ripped underwear for a thong.
I think it was a thong.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it looked like a thong.
The way that I am not able to handle that information right now.
It's quite funny because, like when their little secret, they know it, but they think nobody knows it.
Yeah.
I quite like that. It's quite funny. Because it's like they're walking about going, you don't know what I've got on.
And you know.
And it's like, I know what you've got on. I've seen it.
Ew. Women do not hit on me. Sort of, I guess, like you. Like, I don't really... But I wouldn't know if they were.
If I took you to the cubbyhole...
Maybe.
I think maybe, actually...
Oh, my God. I have a...
You would probably get
I was informed the other day that...
I'd quite like to take you to the cubbyhole and see if that happens.
A coworker of mine...
Right.
...has a crush on me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I was told initially. I think they're going to listen to this. I think a couple of coworkers have asked me.
There's nothing wrong with talking about crushes.
Oh, when is that
things.
podcast coming?
It's very sweet. I think it's nice.
Someone at work told me that they're like, oh, somebody has a crush on you. I was like, shut up. Like, who? I have crushes on everybody at work. I'm so fucking dick hungry.
Well, the thing is it's nice to have crushes at work because it makes you want to go into work.
It makes the time go by fast.
Yeah, flirting passes the time.
Well, so and they were like, it's not who you think it is. I was like, what does that mean?
That means that
who do you think I think
exactly.
it is?
It's like, oh. Anyway, so
I know it's not anybody I like.
But they told you. Obviously, we're not gonna.
They told me, and it's a girl.
That's kind of cool.
It's a girl. Like, oh my God.
But is that the first time?
I've never thought about that.
That's the first time you felt that it's been very direct. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the first time I've known for sure, like, this woman who sees me as a woman is into me as a woman.
It's kind of hot.
I thought you were the lesbian of us.
Oh my God, with this haircut? Damn right. Crazy, of course.
Take us both to the cubbyhole.
Oh my God. Well, if I went to the cubbyhole, I'd just be like, yeah, she's with me. I used to
protect me.
I used to go jogging with my friend Kelly, who's a lesbian, and she's a lesbian, and we'd run together. And I was like, after about a month of running with her every day, I was like, do you think they think that we're I'm a lesbian with you? Like, maybe they think like I'm the butch one.
Surely.
Like, yeah, and they probably saw her running with me and went, oh, fucking shame. She's stuck with that beast. You know what I mean? Beast. That fucking beast. Hurry up, come on. We're going to cubbyhole. Like, like all that. Like trucking cab. Come on, hurry up.
I don't really know a lot of gay women.
I used to be friends with a lot of lesbians in London, and I don't know very many lesbians here, which is kind of sad because I quite like a lesbian now and again just to hang out with because they can be quite rough and ready.
My gay female coworkers, I feel like there's like a few.
They can always put a shelf up as well, which is great. If you're
They're
stuck.
My favorite.
Yeah.
They're some of my favorite coworkers.
Yeah, and if you need something done, you'd be like, help me put that shelf up.
We sound so awful. We're like, the gays are great. My neighbor's a gay.
Let's not be nuts.
That's what we sound like.
Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, like we're not even aware of what we are.
Like, my friend is a lesbian, and she is just lovely.
Yeah. I don't mind the gays as long as they do what they're doing behind closed doors.
Yeah.
I don't mind them.
I don't want them to be all in my face with it.
Yeah, but just do what you want in private. I don't mind. That's the kind of shit my gran would say. My gran would say shit like that.
I know. We sound like two conservative
old ladies from World War II. My gran would say things like, I don't mind what they get up to as long as they don't do it in my face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no one is going to have a fucking suck off a cock in front of you, gran.
But
like, it's not going to happen.
If they did.
Well, she'd love it.
I always liked that about your gran.
Oh, she was wild. My gran was the least like that. But the thing is, I always joke about it and I laugh because I think people must like some people must really think that these are all true stories, and I just think it's hilarious.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I like lying.
Love
like
lying.
that. A lie like
white
that
lies.
is a good lie.
Like Inventing Anna is too much.
I love a good lie. Inventing Anna.
You've not seen it?
What is that?
The Netflix show Inventing Anna, where she lied and said she was an heiress.
No.
And then went out into the New York social scene and worked her way up and got a lot of money.
No.
You've never seen any of it?
No.
Oh, it's really good. You have to watch it.
I am obsessed.
I'm obsessed too because she was from...
That's going to be me.
Yeah, well, she's from Germany, and then she came over here, and then she put on an accent, and then just wore the best clothes, went to all the fashion shows, and told everyone that she was an heiress. Her dad was about to leave her like $50 million, and everyone swarmed round her.
That is my plan
and
for
she
Europe.
spoke like that, like absolutely whatever.
Like German.
And she'd take money. She'd be like, "Could you just give me? My dad has not put money in yet. But if you could give me some money, I will wire the money to you." And then they'd wire money to her, like give them like $60,000, and then this girl's like crying, going, "Where's the money? I need the money because I put it on my thing." And she went, "I'll give you. I've wired it to you. It's on its way. Why are you being so dramatic?"
Inventing Anna.
It's amazing.
I need to do that.
And then she got put in prison, and then she got let out, and now there's this big show about her. But it's not.
It was a true story?
It's a true story.
Oh my God.
It's a true story.
I want that for myself. I want that for my European adventure. I need to
Well, it makes you realize
myself.
if you go there being something, people will just believe it because
just believe you.
What else is there to believe? That is it, right?
Oh my God.
So I'm obsessed with it too because
I
I think
need
we're too kind, we're too honest.
We are.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm the worst liar.
Me too. I'm really bad.
The worst
and
liar.
I tell the truth, and it's like, why? Why?
Why?
This is another example. We spoke about it before, but we pretended we
am
were
I
married. They believed
so
us.
Truthful. They believed
should just fucking
us.
lie about
We
everything.
really should. We look so good.
We do look good.
Hot.
Look lovely.
Lying
is, white lies, like you're saying, they're
lying.
kind of, they don't hurt anyone.
They don't hurt
As long
anyone.
as you're not taking money off people, fine.
I think if we practice white lying,
Maybe
like
we
that,
should go to parties and white lie.
and lie.
Yeah, little innocent things.
I'm so down.
Do you know what I would say about you? I would literally go, I'd go whispering around the party about you. Like, so I'd go, "Oh my God, do you see who's just walked in?" And they go, "Who?" And I go, "That one there, she's famous in Japan. She's huge. She got really
Japanese
famous."
Vogue.
Yeah, and as a child star, she was in all these commercials, and now she does like pop songs there, and she's huge. But she's not famous here. It's crazy. Like just lie.
I would
how
love
the fuck
that.
would they know?
How would they
and
know?
What are they going to Google?
Right.
Right. And it's like shit like that. Because then there's not really you don't have to prove it.
Antony, between now and the next time we are here, we have to have gone.
As a social experiment.
We have to do a social experiment.
Okay, I'm up for that.
We have to do an outing where we lie about something, where we, put on a persona and...
To see who buys it.
Oh, everybody's going to buy it.
Well, the thing is, I'm even going back to the cubbyhole. All the lesbians in there in suits, the power lesbians, could go in and fucking nab a power lesbian. Know what I mean? Just...
I would love that.
Oh, you're on Wall Street. Oh, well, I was going to invest, but... I made a lot of money when I was a pop star.
We've got to get into rehearsal.
Yeah.
I've got to get into character.
Yeah. I mean, this is the kind of shit that I think in New York, that's why I like that story as well, the Inventing Anna, because New York's a hustly place.
New York is like that. I can only live in big cities.
Yeah. I mean, you could do it in a wee village as well, because that would probably be easier, right? Like, really easy, that.
Yeah.
You could go there with a fur coat and
townies.
shades and be like, I'm trying to get away from the press. Like really crazy, like fucking crazy.
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like a small town in Scotland.
Like way in the middle of nowhere. And you go into the little store with a pair of shades on and go, "Oh my God, the press are hounding me. They're in the bushes over there.
Hounding me.
I'm famous." They'd believe it. They'd all believe it.
I quite like that.
Little towns, word spreads fast, because when I was 14, I went to my granddad's caravan and I slept with this girl there. So I was sleeping with girls then.
Oh,
it was a whole thing.
I love that.
So
I love that for you.
It was me and my friend Mikey, and we all went and hung out, and then I slept with this girl. And then the next day I went to the post office in the village.
Sure.
And I was just buying bread and, breakfast stuff. And the guy went, "Did you have a good night last night?" And I went, yeah, it was fine. We just went to the bar and the pub and whatever. And he went, "I saw you were with Katrina." And I was like, "Katrina?" And he went, "The Village Bike guy." And I'm like, "Oh, right. The
Did you
Village
give
Bike."
Katrina the night of her life?
I think she was giving everyone the time of their life, really. From his opinion, she was the Village Bike.
The Village Bike.
He called her the Village Bike.
Oh, I hate everyone.
I know. So she
everything.
just was obviously having sex with anyone that was coming in and coming out of the village.
That's
you know
me.
what? That's the kind of person I'd rather be in the village
I know.
too.
Well, the Village Bike has got some stories, I bet.
The Village Bike.
Better stories than anybody who's calling her the Village Bike.
Yeah, you can't go to New York to a party and go, "Well, they used to call me the Village Bike."
Like, what the fuck?
I used to live in this little village, and they called me the Village Bike.
Oh God.
Or maybe that would be good, because then they just
the Village Bike.
You're not the Village Bike. And also, there's nothing wrong with being the Village Bike. If it's a nice wee bike, then that's fine, as long as you polish the wheels and the
varnish.
Yeah, varnish it, look after it. If it has some wee tassels on the sides with the handlebars,
I need some tassels.
A wee basket.
But speaking of, I got tested yesterday.
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah.
That's good. You do that every couple of months?
I am doing that every week now.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of important.
It is important.
It is important.
Just with what I'm doing and like how often I'm doing it.
Well, yes, and it's good to know. It just makes you, it's peace of mind. I think that's kind of, I always say that for everybody, but it is peace of mind. And I've noticed they're in bars, they're handing out condoms more. Did you notice that?
Absolutely.
Isn't that interesting?
That's totally a thing, but they're always like a fucking lifestyle.
Well, that's because in straight bars, they're handing out condoms more. I noticed that because in straight people have got more an increase in HIV cases than gay people now, which is kind of wild.
Fuck straight people, man.
Well, they'll come up with a cure fast now, so it's true.
We'll have a cure next year.
We'll have a cure by next week. They'll be selling it in prep. They'll be selling it with those wee eggs and spinach, and then you'll get a wee cure for HIV in the side.
It'll just be in the water.
Yeah, it'll be in the water, exactly.
We won't have any say in it.
Exactly. Although New York water, I'm not drinking. It's disgusting.
What?
Well, maybe the taps are fucked in my apartment, but it was so cloudy, I cannot.
New York tap is...
I just turned the tap
it's
on
delicious.
And pure cocaine came out. It was like, oh my God.
It's delicious.
Maybe my taps are fucked in my apartment because it's so cloudy. Like, I can't drink that.
Oh, that is so funny that you said that, because my tap is always cloudy.
Don't like that because it takes a while for it to settle.
It settles, But recently, in like the past few days, my tap has been crystal clear.
That's good.
Like immediately clear.
Well, that's good.
It's like, wow. Okay.
So maybe there's I don't know what that means. Maybe, I don't know, but I know mine is very cloudy, so I'm not going to do that. I'm bottled water all the time. I'm like a little madam in my house. I can't
do water bottles. I don't know. Something about
the environment.
Yes.
Right.
Something about my fucking environmentalist era comes back. And
I think that's fair.
And then water bottles also make me feel like my mother.
Oh, why does she always drink water
bottles? She buys so many cartons and cartons of water bottles. There's a stack as tall as me always.
My God.
In the thing. I'm like, we have a filter on the sink, Mom.
Oh my God. So
we have a water filter.
Does she like one on the go though? Maybe sometimes.
We have a filter on the sink. Oh yes, that's what it is.
Yeah, then she could just refill the bottle,
That's what it is. She wants to grab one and she wants to leave the house with it.
Right.
And then the back of the car is a water bottle graveyard.
Flasks that she can fill up. I don't know. Maybe get her a flask.
A tumbler. Oh, I should.
That'd be good.
I should.
With you get the ones where you can pour in the water and it's a filter on the top, so she could even. Yes, so you can even get her a nice wee flask with a filter top. So every time she pours the water out, pours it in.
Though?
It filters out the cloudiness, I'd guess.
Oh.
Yeah, I know how to do if you were stuck in the wild, I know if you had charcoal and some leaves, I could put it in a sock and then it clears out the water as well if you really needed.
What?
For survival. Yeah. You need some charcoal and a little bit of dirt and a little bit of leaves. And you
I'm
pour
just
it
drinking
in,
my piss.
and it takes out all the nasties. Truly.
Wow.
Yeah, really, truly, because it just pulls it all out and you get clear water. It's good to know because I don't know when we'll need it, but you know.
Soon, maybe.
Well, World War III's coming,
the
so
political climate.
Can't bear it. I don't know what to do with all that as well. That's just, I mean, that's why it's hard sometimes when you go online because you literally go thirst trap, war. Like, it's
all in the same
trainers, like, you know, and I'm like, what? Like,
buy this bra.
Yeah, buy this bra. Someone's dying. Look at my ass. Like, and it's like, whoa, this is a lot of stimulus in different directions, you know?
Because I'm like horny and sad and want to buy something.
Well, have you ever tried masturbating while crying? I mean, you know.
All the time.
All the time.
Do you know I'm trans? Do you know that I inject myself with estrogen?
Yeah, then cry.
Once a week. Oh my God.
I just cry on the penis now for lube. It's like I get...
Who needs lube? Who
like,
needs fucking lube when you've got tears?
When you have tears left. Who needs lube? There's I feel Gandhi said that
sad.
once, right?
Oprah.
Oprah
said that.
Who needs tears when you have lube? Or no, who needs lube when you have tears?
Mm-hmm.
Oprah was so intelligent. She knew what she was talking about.
Lots of emotions mixed up in masturbation nowadays.
Well, yes, especially, well, this is the thing. We're in a climate now where we're fed so much information so quickly. Even with porn as well, you get all the ads now. I can't bear the ads.
I can't bear it. I was watching porn the other day and...
Hey, horny boy, do you want to play a game? Have you seen these people?
At the end...
It's like Inventing Anna. They all talk like, it's in the wire.
At the end of the porno, though, there's like alarm bells ringing and like bad sounds, and I like listen to it with headphones on and like the volume's all the way up so I can hear the guy's voice
right
over the girl being like and at the end of the video there's this like alarm, like I have to like take...
That's annoying.
Oh, it's bad. I'll have to show you.
They're like 15 seconds, these ads, before the porn sometimes. Do you want to play a game and make you come in 10 seconds? And I'm like, that's impossible. You pay for them?
No, you should pay for your porn.
Oh, for OnlyFans or whatever.
Or, you know, support a small business.
But what do you mean, like Pornhub and stuff as a subscription?
No, because that doesn't feel like it's going to anyone. So maybe I do mean OnlyFans there's a bunch of different things. Or pay a prostitute. Pay a hooker.
Yeah, do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
Yeah, for God's sake.
Pay a hooker.
Stop being selfish.
Yeah. It's Google makes it very easy to find prostitutes.
Well, this is very true. Thank goodness for Google. Thank goodness for the internet in general when it comes to finding what you need, really.
Finding what you need. It's never been easier.
No, it's never been easier.
Have you tried the internet?
I've tried it just last week.
Did we want to... I feel like we're coming to an end here. Did we want to cover anything that we didn't? I got it all off my chest.
I feel like what's nice about this is that we come in and we talk. And I think we've covered a lot, actually.
You do nothing but talk.
I know. This is my new therapy. I'm saving money.
After this, we talk for another hour.
Oh, God. It never ends, does it? It's never ending, all these talking and talking. Well, actually, the one thing I would say, because when people listen to this show, what I like and what I would start liking as well, once these episodes start coming out, weekly, is that if people have any ideas of what they would like us to talk about, they can always write in and let us know, which is kind of
I would love that. I would love that. Well, you put something out on Instagram the other day.
Yes.
So I was like, what do you want us to talk about? What do we want to talk about? And Abe actually said something. He like replied.
Oh, he gave us some tips and pointers.
Well, he was just like... No. That was you. You're being evil. No, he was just like... he just made a suggestion.
But that's nice. I like that because it would be nice if people did that more. So we'd encourage that, right?
Yes.
That would be the one thing we would say. And I guess we would say we will see everybody for the next episode. Yeah. The nice thing is the episodes just come straight out, but we do this over the case of a week or whatever. But we will be back next week doing more. And thanks for listening to Across the Bar again.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. And look after yourselves and get tested regularly.
Yes.
There you go.
More importantly,
absolutely.
Take care of yourself.
And wear thongs to work.
Only if you're waiting tables.
Exactly. And then lie about it. Done.
I'm done.